it's Joanne and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing a book tag. And the book tag I'm going to be doing is called the makeup book tag, which is kind of fitting because I'm dressed in makeup and I really like makeup. So really quickly, the makeup that I have on today is a dragon with the scales and the red and orange and yellow. I have like these little flaps of skin to show that the scales are coming through and I'm changing into a dragon or whatever. And yeah, that's it. And I did this look mostly with eyeshadow, except for the skin hanging down, that's wax, so that would be special effects makeup. And let me tell you, I hate working with wax. It is so sticky. It never works out the way I wanted to, but for this look it looked okay because it looks like my skin is coming off, so that part was okay. If you want to do this, all you need to use is eyeshadow. I just use eyeshadow for the red, yellow, black, and orange. And you need a stencil of scales, which you could get online, like on Amazon, for like $1 or something. If you want to do the rest of it with the blood and the wax, then you need to get special effects kind of makeup, which you can find online also. So that's really quickly with the makeup. I hope you guys like it. And let's get on with the book tag. I saw this tag on somebody's channel, I don't remember who it was, and it was 2 makeup challenges put into one. There's 2 makeup book tags, and what I did is I just looked at both of them and I took questions from each one that I liked. So one of the book tags is made by Beth Anne and the other one is made by Life, Love, and Books. So I will link both of their channels down below. So let's get started with the tag. These first questions are questions from Beth Anne's makeup tag. Number 1, foundation. Pick your favorite book that is first in a series. And for me, of course, that is Nevermore. My favorite book of the series. Is the first book of a trilogy. It's awesome, I love it. Number 2 is eyeshadow. Pick a book that has your favorite colors on the cover. I picked The Young Elites by Marie Lu because it has black and blue on it. And Number 3 is eyeliner. Pick a dark and mysterious book. For that, I picked Mary the Summoning by Hilary Monahan. This book is dark. It's kind of mysterious because there's a mystery going on, and it's really scary also, so perfect for Halloween time. Number 4 is mascara. Pick a long book. For this one, I chose The Walking Dead Compendium 1. This is a really long, it's a really long book, but it's easy to read because it's comics, but I just picked this one because it was right here on my shelf and it's pretty long. And I think the third one's even longer, so. Number 5 is blush. Pick a book that had a cringe-worthy romance. Thinking back on it, that would definitely either have to be Twilight, one of the books in Twilight, or one of the books of the Vampire Diaries, because, yeah, some of the parts in the romance are cringy, so. Number 6 is lipstick. Pick your favorite book kiss. And for me, that has to be Varen and Isabel from Nevermore. That kiss almost killed me. I was waiting for it throughout the whole book, and when it finally happened, it was just so satisfying. So this is the best kiss that I've read so far. Number 7 is finishing powder. Pick your favorite book that's the last book in a series. And so far, for me, that would be Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I just really, really love this book. I'm sad that it's an ending, but it's one of my favorites, and I haven't really completed that many series yet, so far this one has been my favorite. And I still haven't finished Nevermore's trilogy, so I don't know if that one would change this question, the answer to this question, but I haven't read it yet as of right now, so I'm going with the Deathly Hallows. Now the next few questions are from Life, Lug, and Books makeup tag. One is acne remover. What book would you remove from your memory? And that would have to be Slice of Cherry. I've talked about this book so many times. The author is Dia Reeves, and I just hate that book. I really do. I just hate it. Hate it. Wish I hadn't read it. Number 2 is moisturizer. What book covers all of the things that you look for in a book? Nevermore is everything that I look for in a book all wrapped into one. It has a kick-ass heroine. It has a super hot, in my opinion anyway, male protagonist. It has a plot. It has supernatural and paranormal in it, and fantasy in it, and it has a love story, And it has a love story where it's not insta-love and there is no love triangle. So that is always a plus. And it's fun and it holds my attention and it's creepy. So all those things are what Nevermore is, and that is like a perfect book for me. So, yes. Next is Eye Primer. What is your favorite world building? And for me, that is Illuminae. And this is a pretty big deal because I really don't like books that are set in space. Like, anytime I read anything about space in the synopsis, I'm like, no, don't want to read it. But I love Illuminae's world building. I love the planets. I love the ships. I love everything. Next is Eyeshadow. A book cover that perfectly represents the book, and a book cover that does not. So for the one that perfectly represents a book, I picked Anna Dressed in Blood because it's creepy. It's a girl who's a ghost, and her dress and her legs are all in blood, and she's sitting in front of the house that she haunts. So that's why I picked this one. And for me, a book that does not reflect the story, or the book cover doesn't really have anything to do with the story, is Legend by Marie Lu, because I don't know what this is. And it might be a symbol in the book. I don't remember. I read the book like last year, so I don't remember. But right off the bat, it doesn't really look like anything that represents the story. So you can let me know if I'm wrong. I really don't remember. Next is Eyeliner, a book that took a few tries for you to get into. And that was Etiquette and Espionage by Gail Carriger. When I first started reading this, I didn't know what steampunk was, and I wasn't really too excited or happy about all of the robotic parts of steampunk with all the gears and all the machines and all the robots and everything. So I wasn't really too into that. And this book did take me like maybe 1 or 2 tries to get into, and I'm glad that I did because I love it and it's one of my favorites. Next is Lash Primer, the longest book on your shelf. And that has to be one of the Game of Thrones book. I'm not sure which one. I will have to look it up. And I will put the picture of it right here. But I know it's not the first one because the other ones are longer. So next is Mascara, your favorite villain. Everybody knows it's Saren from The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa. He is so evil. He's intelligent. He's smart. He's a step ahead of everybody. And he is just really, really bad. And I love it. Next is Bronzer, a highlight of your reading career. And for me, that is Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. It's a highlight because I, once again, never read any book set in space or really any sci-fi books. This is my first one set in space, and I loved it. So it's kind of like, opened the genre for me of things that are set in space. So yeah, it's a highlight. And last is Lip Stain, which is a book that stained you. So I'm going to assume that this question means stained you in a good way, meaning that it's with you and it became like a favorite book and you still think about it. So for that, I'm going to go with The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I have told this story so many times that I hated her Wolves of Mercy Fall series, the first book. I hated it. And I had completely was like, I'm not going to read anything else by her. And then I finally gave The Raven Boys a chance, like 3 years after it was published, and I really, really enjoyed it. So this book stays with me, and it also reminds me not to just swear off authors because I just read one book of them that sucked. So, yeah. So that's it for the book tag. I hope you guys liked it. I had a lot of fun making it. And I was happy that I found a tag about makeup because that's another thing that I love. And yeah, that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time with another video.